Hey Cancer, welcome back for your weekly reading. All right, I have the Trapped card coming out sideways in the past. Oh, they want it upright. Something where you felt trapped in the past. There was some type of situation you were trapped in that caused you to look at yourself in an unsavory way. It caused low self-esteem, um, taking on the beliefs and the habits and patterns and emotions of other people. Always thinking that you were the one that was the problem, always thinking you were the one that had to change, and still not satisfying people. Yeah. So someone here was trapped with somebody who created some low self-esteem in you. They made you question yourself, maybe possibly body image issues. Um, you felt bound to this person somehow. It's like you couldn't get away from the situation. It's You couldn't get away from it. You knew they were talking about you. You knew they were I got the lonely card here, where it's like they looked at you as somebody who was lonely, who didn't have anybody, possibly because you were alone. And it's like they were talking about how you didn't have any self-esteem. They're talking about how nobody wants to be around you. Things like that. It's like and it's not the truth at all. They did cause low self-esteem within you, and they find pleasure in talking about you and seeing you alone, right? But look, I got the physical abuse card, and it doesn't mean that they physically like hit you, but they just lash out or force their will or force their way, or I'm hearing they try to emotionally taint your good mood. That's funny. I just had an ex text me about some bullshit. Hold on, let me answer that, by the way. Okay. So it's interesting because they're giving me something about like things, gambler, temptation, and negative mindset, and secretly jealous of you. Your light is really irritating them because they don't understand how you could be so happy. And they don't want you to be that happy. So they're trying to find ways to get at you with stupid things, like pesky, stupid things that you're not dealing with anymore. Um, but here's what I'm getting. They used to love putting you in this energy. This is somebody who enjoyed seeing you with low self-esteem, enjoyed seeing you lonely. It made them feel powerful, it made them feel big because they weren't somebody who was lonely. They felt like they had a lot of suitors, they felt like they had a lot of people. It makes them feel good inside when they are people are grabbing at their energy. It makes them feel whole when they get a DM from somebody or a compliment from somebody, but they're not getting that from you. So now all of a sudden they could have hundreds of people wanting them, but the one person who doesn't want them is you. And now all of a sudden they are refocusing on you because you don't want them. Wanting to reconcile. Now all of a sudden how they talk about you is different because now all the bad things that they said previously, they have to try to turn around and rewrite those without looking like a liar and painting you in a better picture so that the people that they talk smack about you to, the people they talk to about you, all the shit talking they did about you to these other people, now they have to go back, eat their words, and try to change their view of who you are. They painted a nasty picture of who you are to these people so they don't like you. But now, since they want to reconcile, they have to repaint that picture with people so that they will like you. But they have to do it in a way that they don't look like a bad guy or a liar, a bad girl or a liar. And they're not able to figure that out. It's like they're trying to manipulate the entire situation again without getting caught. without being skewed as the bad person in it. Yeah, selfish actions. I did get the gambling card, so I did. Look, oh my god, it came right back out. I literally fucking split the deck, and it came right back out. Non-committal gambler. This is the energy. They don't want you back for healthy reasons. They want you back for selfish reasons. They need money. They need sex. They need somebody to help them with anything they need help with. And you, when you had low self-esteem, you were easy to get things over on, but you're not there anymore to do that. So now it's like, oh, I bet cancer could. I'll just try to contact cancer and see if I can weasel my way back in. I'll figure it out. That's what I got here. Yeah, drug addictions on the bottom as well. hmm I don't like, and I've got. There's certain people I just wish wouldn't watch the videos because their energy keeps being picked up on. And I prefer to pick up on the energy of people who are self-focused on self-love and moving forward. I'm eventually going to be getting out of tarot and shifting this into different spiritual work as soon as Source gives me the green light. A lot more helpful, a lot more entertaining. Definitely more entertaining. Okay. So, yeah, I've got younger man, younger woman here. Feeling tied down, frustrated, heartache over what you no longer have. You will be shown the way. A long journey either will leave you physically stronger or wiser at the end. This is what I heard. When you were in the energy with this person, like when you two were enmeshed with each other, both of you had childlike energy. You were in adult bodies, but it's like emotionally stunted. Both of you being emotionally stunted wherever you last had your trauma before you decided to shut down and not let anybody in, before you decided to shut down and put up those walls. This is why you're not taking this person back. You have been shown the way and you started moving forward. So while they isolated you and wanted to make you lonely and isolated, now all of a sudden they've got all these people around them, but they're feeling lonely. They're feeling isolated and lonely. Even though they've got all these people around them, and here you are, you possibly don't have that many people around you, if any at all, but not many people around you feeling good about yourself, feeling good about where you're going. And it's because you were shown the way. You dealt with the heartache of over what you dealt with the heartache of this loss. Okay? You went on this really long journey and it made you stronger and wiser. And now that it's like God just wants these people to say, "Hey." It's almost like meet up, hurt me. Meet up, hurt me. Meet up, hurt me. And they're just dancing around you, hurting you. Boom. Dancing around you. Boom. Dancing around you. Boom. And it's like finally you went. You finally allowed yourself to fall. And when you fell, they scrambled. They didn't want any part of that fall. They only wanted part of your rise. They only want to be a part of your success. If you fall, they're out the door. Now all of a sudden, since you're alone, you're starting to rise again and they want to be a part of that. They have a gambling addiction and a drug addiction. Whoever this is, they have it. Hello. And what? Deep sadness. They they didn't take that long wise journey like you. They didn't choose the same path that you chose. It's not to say they never will, it's just to say they didn't when you did. They're fitness obsessed. They're an alcoholic. Yeah. Oh, and they have dark magic. Okay. This is interesting, and they're saying this is actually true. I have to say, this is actually true. Because they can't get to your energy physically, they have actually hired people to do readings on you, and they can't, the people can't even get your information. Source is not giving them information about you. And what information they did get was false. Because it was coming from somebody, it was coming from a reader, it was coming from somebody who dabbles in witchcraft, but it was coming from someone. It's like they look at the cards, they don't know what to say, so they just make shit up. Like, source gave them no information. This reader should have said, hey, I can't read them. They're not allowing me to get past the blockage here. Some readers may have done that. They've tried to send like spell work your way, and there was a point where I heard it did work, but they've recently tried doing it again, and it actually hit them. It hurt them because you're blocked, you're protected. And before, you were in that fearful energy, so it was easy for them to get you with witchcraft, with those types of things. But you're not in that energy anymore, so different vibration, you're on different planes. That's why that reader was not able to read you, because they're in the dark energies, they're in the demonic stuff, and they weren't able to read the light. I love this. Look what you got. These, I don't even know how these fell out because I have not used the tarot yet, but here you go. Persevering. Victory. You get a public victory. What you did by yourself, look at this. You did this by yourself. No one helped you figure this out. You created your strength. You created your self-love. You created your bliss. Nobody can take that from you. When you're in that energy, the only thing that can follow is this. Yes, you did this. You have reclaimed your stake on this planet. You reclaimed your name. You've reclaimed your power. And now I just heard, get ready for your power hour. What's that mean? Once, oh my God, look, it stayed right out. Selfish actions. I just heard, since they can't get to you any other way, they have been contemplating and considering trying to pit a child against you or use a child against you somehow. And lock your doors. Yes. They're, I'm going to win at all costs, no matter who I hurt, no matter who I run over, no matter who I bulldoze energy is just going to get them in a very bad place, like isolated by themselves. You know what I mean? It's not going to end well for them. And there's something about, they're trying to catch you when you're not home. They're not trying to, I just heard somebody here, they're not trying to break in when anybody's there. They're not trying that. But they are patrolling the house. They are patrolling the area to see when they have an opportunity to kind of sneak in. And I also, this is effed up. I have never got a message like this, but something about coming by looking like they're in a work truck or some type of work uniform, and they're doing work on the house. That's how they're just going to pull in like there's some average person. Hey, we got called to this house to do da 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 da, and they're planning on just kind of breaking in, getting something. There's something that they think you have that they need destroyed, is what I heard. They want it destroyed. Yeah. Don't let it happen. Source is giving you exactly, feeding you exactly what they're thinking about doing, so you can move accordingly. This is not about getting scared and going, oh, what do I do? It's like, okay, they're going to do this. I'm going to move like this. That's all Source is saying. It's what Jesus had to do when he was running from the guards, when he was trying to stay safe, running all over trying to stay away from these people so he could finish getting out the message that he was supposed to get out before he got captured. It's like kind of like that's what's happening here, where you have some type of message they don't want to get out, so they're trying to get something from you so that you can't, so it can be destroyed. Yeah. It's I just heard they're going to be highly unsuccessful. Highly, highly, highly unsuccessful. So you don't need to worry about it. It's like sources telling you this stuff, just sit back and watch the show, baby. Have a good one. Peace and love.